Alright, hello everybody. I'm Warped Fox and we're back again with Nova Drift. Um, so I'm going to try playing with a mouse this time because I found playing with a controller was not exactly my preferred method of play. So we're going to try with a controller and we're just going to hop right into it. If you guys would like to see me play the Wild Metamorphosis gameplay style, actually you know what? We're going to try it this time. We're just going to... Oh, oh, oh. Oh, okay. Might have to change that for the mouse and keyboard because that is definitely not my cup of tea. Okay. It seems like the only option is going to be oh, I see. There we go. There we go. That's significantly better. Forgot that I disabled mouse aim, so that was on me. Yeah, mouse aim seems to be I don't know how to upgrade. Second. Thrust 1, thrust 2, upgrade his space. Alright, we've got Flak, Torrent, and Railgun here. Railgun would probably be really good with the mouse. So maybe I'll actually try and have a better run with that. Torrent is interesting. Actually, you know, we'll try Torrent. You guys haven't seen that yet, so we'll give her a shot. So you have negative 35% thrust. It goes out in a wave or tentacle formation as you get projectile. As you get projectile velocity, that increases. Or that range increases, rather. Oh, spacebar, grab our shield and body. So shield warp, how this works is there's a circle or like a mark on the outside of the shield that whenever, or yeah, on an outer radius, that whenever your shield is destroyed, you get teleported to, which you can benefit from in controlled shield destruction. However, in an uncontrolled manner, it could mess you up severely. Temporal, we saw in the last episode, it slows enemies' projectiles. Oh, and enemies in the shield. Shockwave releases a shockwave occasionally, and whenever destroyed, releases a larger shockwave that does damage and applies vulnerability. Regularly just pushes targets and projectiles around. It's actually, I might actually go with that one. Actually, I'll show you what warp does. And here we've got Firefly. Firefly is a different style of play because you can use your thrusters to burn targets for 1,000 damage, which is a huge amount of damage. The Spectre one we briefly saw, I think. I think I showed it. You go invisible while you're not moving or firing your weapon. Not exactly ideal for the weapon that we've got. It would be great for railgun. Leviathan, you saw in the last episode. Segments, and I guess I can actually go over it because I didn't last time. Segments take 97 or minus 75% damage from targets and enemies, and take at from targets, enemies, burn damage, and crash damage. You deal plus 0.5% global damage per segment and plus 0.5% knockback resistance per segment. And the faster a segment is rotating, the more crash damage is dealt, up to 600%. I will probably go with the Firefly because A, we haven't seen it yet. So I can show you that you can deal damage with the thrusters. Whoops, didn't mean to go off. And it's also a very, very fast little ship. So that mark there is the is where you end up teleported if you are in the radius of, or when your shield gets destroyed. I missed a cargo train there, which is unfortunate. We'll hit a spacebar upgrade here. Wild mods. Whoa. So that's what this does. Wild mod. Recursive grants increased global damage and reduced friction. So I assume you just continue to coast. Yeah, you continue to coast longer when you release your thruster, and you do increase global damage. You take a shield hit, you discharge a bolt of energy in the direction of the offender, dealing burn damage. Shield damage resistance, shield effect power, cannot be triggered by self-damage, and you can take this mod multiple times. Oh yeah, and with mouse you can actually check over here and what these are. I am probably going to grab ally. Grab an upgrade. Ooh, excuse me. A rare wild mod. Oh, 2 rare wild mods. Okay. Maelstrom. While your shield protects you, you are wreathed in a maelstrom that pushes targets and enemy projectiles around you. Damage dealt to you or your shield adds to the effect and radius of the maelstrom. The effect and radius of the maelstrom falls off over time. That's crazy. And your body gear base stats are improved by 10%, and your body gear unique powers are improved by 15%. So that would make this deal what is it? 1,150, I think, and an extra 17 or so damage on the ignite, plus 22 and a half roughly resistance to self damage and resistance to crash damage. I think I might be doing the math wrong there. Enemies encountered are always elites or champions. I mean, if I were better at the game, I'd say that one, but I'm probably going to go with this one. If I see that one again this run, I will definitely take it, because go big or go home, right? Oh, don't want to get hit by those. Those apparently do a lot of damage. So the best comparison I can make to that one that I was bravado would be Champion's Belt, maybe. From the Binding of Isaac. Here's the Sentinel. It does shield effect radius, shield effect power. Wild mod, Solar Heart, plus X flat damage for weapons that hit. Okay. Plus X burn damage. You constantly take burn damage equal to 0.15 times X per second. So that would be 0.15, I think. X is equal to the number of wild mods you own. That one seems dangerous if not left, or if you're not keeping track of it. I'll either take velocity or maybe evasion. Grab velocity. Oh. Wild mod, ally specialist, plus 20% ally maximum hull. Improves your ally's passive enemy attack avoidance. Plus 2 ally projectiles, plus 20% total ally assembly speed, minus 40% total assembly speed for other constructs. There are 4 variants of the construct specialist mod, but you may only take one of them. I suppose I will make it the ally. Oh yeah, that seems pretty good. Don't want to get hit by that. Get his ass. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not totally in love with the torrent weapon, but it is what it is. Hit the space button. I guess it is a button, but alright. Regular evasion. Oh, this is wild mod. Masochism. Grants self-damage resistance at the cost of increased damage taken from enemies. Well, targets take more global damage the more damage you are, up to 15%. This bonus average damage portions of both your hull and shields, plus 8% self-damage resistance. I'm not sure if that works alongside that other one that we just saw. What was it called? Solar Heart. I'm actually going to take Magnitude. And, alright, we've got targeting, snipe, rapid fire, propulsive munitions, plus 180 degree to your weapon firing angle, 15% total weapon damage, plus 7% total projectile size, adds weapon recoil, cannot affect weaponry deployed by mine constructs. A rare wild mod, Discord. Orbs of Discord orbit you erratically and lash out at nearby enemies, dealing blast damage on hit. You control 2 orbs of Discord plus 1 more for every 2 wild mods you own. Well, that actually seems pretty good. So I will end up going with that instead of rapid fire. Oh yeah, that's pretty erratic orbit. Oh wow, you can like get them way up. Oh, I see. They actually like target. Okay, so they're drones of sorts, I guess. Probably a bit dangerous to challenge that guy like that when he was charging up his attack, but it all worked out in the end, so I think I win. Alright, payload, greatly increased weapon damage, minus 12% rate of fire though. Doesn't exactly seem ideal. Rare wild mod, Twin Strike. Adds a projectile and reduces projectile spread. Slower shield cooldown though, and minus 5% recovery. Rare. Rare wild mod Obsession causes recursive mods to be gained in additional time, so add gain. None of these. I don't think, yeah, none of these are recursive, so that is irrelevant. Besides making me lose hull and shield. Splinter could be good. Drones would also be good. Might actually grab Twin Strike here though. I'm not even sure if that, oh, there's a singularity. Whoops. Well, the good news is you do survive these, and they just spit you out elsewhere. Bad news is you come out severely damaged. And these guys are not really a joke. But we survived anyways, so. We've got volley here. I could add a oh, that could actually be really good because of what we are. I wasn't actually paying attention to that last time. Alright, well, I will probably end up going with that. So this makes you shoot from the back instead of the front. Increase your weapon damage and total projectile size. And because we also burn targets with our thrusters, that seems like a really good idea. Alright, another upgrade here. Improved thrusters. This time, since I don't see any wild mods, and I don't think I need more thrusters, I'm going to go with evasion. Which gives us evolution. Masochism again. We don't really have anything that's really useful for that. Splinter could be good. Oh wow, this gives them another projectile, which means they have 4 now. So in being able to fire backwards, I can now launch my projectiles further by accelerating. We have 2 upgrades here. Wow, okay. Your thrusters launch fireballs that deal 240 burn damage per second and ignite targets for 45 burning damage per second. So, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer to take that. I did say I would take Bravado, but I'm gonna have to break that because that's like outrageous. Oh, and it's recursive. causes you to rapidly fire your weapon projectiles in a 360-degree radial spread when your shield breaks. I did not know this was recursive. I might actually grab it again. Because that's like really good. So I'm assuming it stacks 1 to 1, so that'd be 480 burn damage and 90 burning damage per second. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take Death Blossom. Yeah, here we go. This is the build. Yeah, this is a completely unintentional build, but it turned out really well. So, fires your weapon in addition to its own at a slower fire rate, plus 50% interceptor maneuver speed, and another projectile. So, adds burst fire and increases rate of fire. Ooh, there's a salvo. Salvo is really good, in my opinion. It deploys a stockpile of wild heat-seeking missiles. While not firing, you stockpile missiles over time. When you fire, your stockpile is also rapidly deployed. Modifiers to rate of fire affect stockpile rate. Modifiers to projectile count provide plus 15% stockpile rate for each additional projectile, and a small blast radius. So yeah, this is really good. I am, however, going to go with Interceptor because that just seems really good. Oh, don't want to get hit by that. Yeah, just deflect them with the maelstrom. Oh. Oh, I didn't die. I got scared there for a second. Like, into the thing, please. Perfect. Ooh, transmogrification. Your next 3 upgrades contain only recursive wild mods, plus 1 level. You lose all your rerolls. Ooh. Not that I've been rerolling much because, well, quite frankly, this has been well, I've been taking a lot of wild mods, so yeah, I'll actually take. Oh, I've got another upgrade. I see. Heavy caliber recursive increases weapon damage and projectile size at the cost of projectile velocity and weapon recoil. Recursive greatly increases regeneration rate at the cost of reserving some of your maximum hull and shields, but reduces your maximum hull and shields by 15%. Chaotic Ambition, plus 1 maximum wild mods offered per level, plus 1 reroll. You can take it multiple times. Another Scorching Wake, which could be good. Would be especially good with our current ship. Wild mod, double tap. Masochism, we've already seen. Double tap, we've already seen. Energized shields. Your shield effect power is increased by your current speed. 5% faster shield cooldown. minus 7% rate of fire, minus 7% construct assembly speed. I'll probably take Scorching Wake here again, because that just seems really good. Except for the fact that now I have to get close to things and then go away from them. But, I mean, that worked out pretty well. Ouch, my shield. Ouch. Okay, alright. I got a bit confused there. I got flustered. I kept going through the top and side there. That was my mistake. I guess we'll do one more this episode. Body gear unlocked, hull breaker, hyper boost power up unlocked. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I believe last episode. Might have been this episode. Yeah, these little crates here drop boosts and rerolls. Challenge mode unlocked. Waves advance faster and enemies enter the fray more frequently. Mod unlocked. Kinetic boost causes global damage to increase as your speed does. WF3. Since I am uncreative, I'm just using my initials, Warped Fox. And we will move on. I like how the enemies there sit there and taunt. I'll go with another Wild Metamorphosis run. Oh, there we go. It's actually using the proper keybinds down here. Not that I'm actually using the mouse and keyboard, or the keyboard. I am using the mouse mainly. Actually, I think I can do the whole thing with my mouse now that I'm thinking about it. But I wasn't thinking before. I'll probably go with Salvo, because it's really good, in my opinion. If you can cluster enemies together in one direction, yeah, it becomes... Oh, yep, it got that one too. Nice. Oh. Alright. I've got Warp here again. I've already used that. We haven't used Reflect yet, so I'm going to go with that. Throw a salvo there. So that does a lot of damage. We just got plenty of rerolls, so if we end up in a situation where we don't like any of the options that we've got, well, we've now got a bunch more options. This... I'm actually going to choose this because well, I like what it implies. I'm actually going to take targeting here. This is a tough decision. This is interesting. Um, Swarm constructs will fly into or fly up to enemies and apply vulnerability, I think, which is a good thing. But they don't last for very long. Well, I wonder how this stacks. Transmogrification or spontaneous generation? Or drones. I'm gonna try this out. Because it seems interesting. So this is why I said that this was a good upgrade. Because fucker. You can sit here, invisible, and stockpile missiles, and then launch them all at once for 200% damage, I think. I'm not sure if it's just the first projectile, because it just might be. I'm actually going to take homing strike here. Keep stockpiling these. Oh, how entirely rude. I don't know, this seems pretty good. Slower projectile speed, but they home in more. Adds a projectile and reduces projectile spread. Or discord. Adds additional projectile. Further improves projectile targeting. Oh, adds additional projectiles, which increases the stockpile rate, as you can see by the fact that that is going up by an insane number per second and does a butt ton of damage. Oh, go over here, collect all this XP. Grab another upgrade. So this, it gives it another plus 30% increase. So hit him with another volley. So yeah, these are the swarm constructs. Wow, I can actually just sit here and just not have to worry myself with these guys. I feel like I kind of made a broken build here a bit, just by being able to sit in one spot and do that. that's pretty powerful. I don't really care about projectile spread because they home in real good. Like, oh, that rare wild mod +7 rerolls. Banish all mods currently offered to you. I'm assuming banishing means they won't pop up again, which would make me sad. -7 size, -7% size, I'm assuming decreases the size of your what's it called? Your ship. I think I'm actually going to take this. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. Got another level up. Firing array. I'm not sure how this works with this thing, but I will certainly give it a try. I mean, it didn't make it worse. I don't know, it seems pretty good to me. Because I don't think it actually increases the... Ooh, hello. Well, you gain constant added thrust power, but you increase everything. That seems really good, but counterintuitive to the build we've got. So I'm gonna grab Fusillade here. See how big of a volley I can fire off here. You gotta love those huge salvos. Oh, I see. That's an enemy. A boss, more specifically. Oh, fuck. Pardon my en français. Wild mod, when you take a shield hit. Yeah, since it's the nature of the run. Ouch. 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 I couldn't control myself. I kept bouncing off the sides. Stabilization, that'll help me. Next unlock reward. I think this is WF4. Next unlock reward is a extra reroll. So, I believe that will do it for now. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next episode of Nova Drift.